We'll start. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening to all of you. Yeah,
I'll
the
stop
music.
the
Yeah.
record stop.
Good evening and a very, very warm welcome to all of you who have joined us this evening as we are celebrating the World Storytelling Day in Kamishibai style. Yes, today is a very special day for us as we are joined here to celebrate the joy of storytelling and the joy of Kamishiba itself. Um World Storytelling Day, of course, started way back in 1991 in Sweden. And since then, it's been a wonderful journey that we're all connected through story. And Kamishibai, like most of you know, that it's a storytelling, a street storytelling style that comes all the way from Japan, which was started in 1920s. So it's a storytelling style with pictures, and today we have four amazing storytellers who, for some of them, it's their very first effort at performing live to an audience, and some of them are new to Kamishibai, new artists, new storytellers. So this is a beautiful platform where we all come together. We create the space to tell stories, to share feedback, and yeah, just that, a healthy, growing space that we have here. IKA was started in 2021 on World Kamishibai Day, which is on December 7th. And since then, it's been a wonderful journey of one great storytellers pan India who have embraced this art form, and they're, spreading the joy of Kamishibai. Okay, with that little introduction, I'll quickly jump and give the space to Seema Karanth, who's going to take this forward.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the monthly story box. So, with IKA, we keep coming up with different projects. One such project is the monthly story box, where we invite storytellers to share stories. It's on a free platform where they're given insights as to how it has to be done, taken feedback, and you will get to see the rest of it. So, this month being a very special month, the World Storytelling Day month, we have decided to have the very same theme as the World Storytelling Day, light in the dark. So, with that theme in mind, we have four fabulous storytellers presenting you stories today. And without much further ado, let me introduce our first teller, Malini Nair. I will just, yes, this is Malini Nair. She is a management and human resource professional running her independent consulting company after a long and successful leadership role in the corporate sector. She's a leadership coach and corporate trainer. Her interests vary from reading, music, and art forms, traveling, theater, and cooking, to name just a few, with a very soft corner for storytelling. Her works have found homes with publications such as TMYS, Tell Me Your Story Anthologies, Kitab.org, The Wise Owl Magazine, Strand International, and Artoons In. So over to Malini Nair. The stage is all yours.
Thank you. Mukashi Mukashi. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful magical forest called the Jadu Forest. In this forest, there was the most amazing magical mango tree, which was always laden with juicy, sweet mangoes. But it was also home to the most wonderful magical beings like insects, butterflies, squirrels, rabbits, and of course, magical creatures like unicorns and our two beautiful friends in Jadu Forest, that is Elfie the elf and Sparkly the lovely little fairy. Elfie was a cheerful little elf with round, curious eyes and pointed ears. He had a round, cute nose that could smell magic from miles away. He loved spending time with his friend Sparkly, who was a lovely, warm, kind fairy with blue eyes that shone like stars, silky hair, and her beautiful pink squishy dress with matching pink shoes, and not to forget the most beautiful pair of wings that was rainbow colored. The forest also had their friends Nibbles the little squirrel, Hop the little rabbit, Teal the beautiful pink and purple fairy, Sparkles the unicorn that always visited them on a colorful rainbow and joined all the fun and frolic in the forest. So Jadu Forest was actually a very, very happy place. Oh, just wait. It wasn't always happy because there was someone there who created some chaos in the forest. It was Kaka the crow, or the grumpy, sad, and sometimes angry crow. Well, let's see what happens. It was a fine morning in Jadu Forest. The sun shone through the leaves and everything sparkled. The tree looked beautiful and there was a lot of joy everywhere. Elsie and Sparkly jumped out of their beds. It was a very beautiful day, not to be wasted. Let's go for a picnic, Sparkly, Elsie called out. Of course, we can't waste this day, said Sparkly. Let's pack a picnic bag. They packed the juiciest mangoes, a few goodies. Elfie brought in some elf cookies, and Fairy brought in the most amazing fairy cakes. And off they went hand in hand to a picnic by the side of the river. They left their food under the tree and they ran on the beautiful grassy, mossy floor which had dewdrops on them, soft to the feet. Oh, what a beautiful feeling. They chased each other, they climbed trees, they rolled on the mossy floor of the forest and jumped into the river for a beautiful swim. They played hide and seek, and after a while, they were completely exhausted. Let's eat something. I'm starving, said Sparkly. They sat down by the side of the river, where their friends, the ducks and the fish and the rabbits came to say hello and share tidbits from their food. They chatted and laughed and had the best time together. Hey, Sparkly, it's almost Christmas, said Elfie. Yes, it is indeed. And guess what, Elfie? I'm making the most beautiful present for you. Are you? Said Elfie. And Elfie said, well, I'm making a very beautiful present for you too. And they were all excited. There wasn't much time to Christmas. Sparkly, can you tell me what is my present? Sparkly said, no, silly. It's not a surprise if I tell you what it is. I can't tell you. You have to be patient and wait until Christmas. Guess who was listening to this conversation? Coco the crow sat up on the tree, grumpy as ever, feeling really sorry for himself. Look at them having all the fun. Everybody in Jatu Forest are friends. They have fun. They don't share anything with me. They're not friends with me. And look at them. I am not going to let them have fun. Without me, it's unfair, said Coco. Oh, poor Sparkly and Elfie had no idea. Coco decided to be cheeky again. He was always cheeky. He would steal the nuts that poor Nibbles the squirrel gathered. He would drink up all the nectar that Teal the butterfly brought in. And he would scare Hop the rabbit that he almost jumped out of his skin every time he did that with the loudest squawk ever. But this time, he raced to the tree and tried to get into Sparkly's and Elfie's homes to see what he can do and how he can destroy their surprise. He went in, but well, they had the best friends, Star the spider and Teal the butterfly guarding their homes. They chased him away and they said, "Stop being mean. Coco, you can't do this. You can't destroy other people's surprises. Go right away." And they fluttered, and the spider took his spider webs and started tying him up. Oh, poor Coco was scared. He ran all the way away, very angry, squawking loudly, and sat on the farthest branch from the mango tree. He wasn't happy at all. It was Christmas. Everybody was excited. They all came with their best clothes and presents, and they were ready to celebrate. The magic mango tree was all decorated. Elfie said, "I have brought my surprise." And Sparkly said, "Yes, I have your surprise too." Sparkly took out the most beautiful red hat and gave it to Elfie. "Oh, my most favorite red hat," said Elfie, dancing on his pointed shoes. And he said, "This is just what I wanted." It was beautiful and shiny, made with moonbeam and leaves and red color from the flowers of the forest. How Elfie loved it. "Oh, I forgot to give you my present," he said, giving her a beautiful present. It was a scarf, and it was Sparkly's turn to squeal in delight. It was made from a little bit of rainbow, a little bit of moonbeam, with a sprinkling of stardust on it. It shone, and Sparkly wore it around her neck, feeling as wonderful and marvelous as ever. Coco was now feeling really sorry for himself because everybody was there to celebrate. Unicorn came on his rainbow sparkles and brought in a most beautiful unicorn cake. Blossom, the bee, brought her nectar, and everybody had gathered with presents. Coco looked at all the joy and said, "I am all alone. I'm only one without a friend. Look at all that beautiful decoration and the food." Well, fireflies appeared and lit up the tree for Christmas. The squirrel came, the rabbit came, and suddenly, as they sang and danced, Sparkly looked up and saw Coco sitting very sadly on the branch. Said, "Hey, Elfie, don't you think Coco looks a bit sad? I know he's not been very kind to all of us, but I think he's very lonely and he doesn't have a friend. Shall we invite him to join us and be kind to him?" Elfie said, "That's a good idea. Let's do that." And they asked all the other animals, and they said yes, because they were a kind bunch of people. "Let's invite him." Sparkly said, "Hey, Coco, you don't have to sit alone. Why don't you come down and join us?" Said Coco. "Me? You mean you want to be friends with me? I thought you didn't like me." "Well, you can be kind to us, and then we like you all the more. Come right down, Coco." Coco came flying down with the biggest squawk ever that scared everybody, but this was the most joyous squawk. Down he came. And he looked at everything. He looked at the feast around and he said, "This looks delicious." He looked at all the presents that people were sharing with each other. And he said, "Is this how it feels to have friends and to be joyous?" Coco was as happy as ever. And "I'll never ever be unkind to you." He said, "I'm going to be the best friend ever to all of you." Guess what fell into the forest just then? It was a falling star. Star the spider gave some of his web, and Sparkly quickly wove it into a beautiful pendant to wear around Coco's neck. Coco wore the pendant, and he was so proud. He said, I learned the biggest magic of Magic Forest. It's kindness. That's why you're so happy together. I'm going to be happy and I'm going to be your friend. And they sang and danced and feasted and had the best Christmas ever all together. Don't you wish you could be in Jadoo Forest and share all the joy and merriment of this festival day? Thank you.
So thank you, Malini.
Beautiful.
This was a self-written story, right? Malini wrote the story herself.
It was.
We will be taking all feedback later on at the end of it. So from one Jadoo forest to another kind of forest, right? So over to Dipali. Dipali, I will just give a brief introduction about Dipali. Dipali Kulkarni from Mumbai is the founder of Honey Blossoms, a language learning avenue for children. She's also a passionate storyteller, and today she'll be sharing a story of she's going to project it through a self-created boutai. So hats off to her for creating her own boutai, and showing that you can do it this way too. So over to Dipali.
Thank you so much. Mokasi, Mokasi. So let me take you to a beautiful green forest where lived many animals like the elephant, the tiger, the zebra, the bear, the deer, and many beautiful colored birds. Many beautiful streams which gave a silver lining to the forest flowed in this forest. And all the animals lived happily in peace, and the birds sang above. So, this forest was a safe home for everyone who and smoke. Among all these animals, there also lived a cute little hummingbird. He had these bright colors in his feathers, and he had one very unique hovering flight. He was used to beat his wings so rapidly. But most of all, he was very committed and a kind bird. Now, one hot afternoon, the wind grew dry and there rose a spark, and this beautiful green forest was consumed by a huge forest fire. All the animals and birds came out and they were shocked and just stared at this burning forest. They were feeling very powerless and also were very overwhelmed and started running hither and thither, except for this little hummingbird. He said, I'm going to do something about this fire. So he quickly, without wasting a second, he quickly ran or flew towards the stream, took one drop of water in his beak, and ran back, or flew back, and dropped it on the burning fire. He went up and down tirelessly, and he tried his best to put off the fire. Just then, many animals, in fact, many big animals like the elephant, who had such a big trunk, who could have got much more water, stood there silently watching the burning forest. All the other animals also watched the hummingbird in disbelief. Just then, a bear walked towards the hummingbird and said, "What do you think you can do? You're so small. Your wings are so tiny. This forest fire is so huge. You have such a small beak. You can just get one drop of water every time. You cannot put off the fire. Please just flow flow away and then save your life." Meanwhile, the other animals also spoke all discouraging words to this little hummingbird. But he was very calm. He did not get angry. He just turned to them and said, "I am doing the best I can." So for me, all of us should be like this tiny little hummingbird, that is, try to be the light in the dark. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Beautiful,
Dipali.
beautiful, Deepali. What a lovely message. What a beautiful story.
Yes.
Loved it.
Thank you so much, Dipali. Like Ramya said, truly, I think all the stories so far, the theme has been light in the dark, and
Yeah.
that is what we are trying to project. Our next stellar, I will just, yes, next stellar, let me just spotlight. Ramya, are you there? 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. Our next teller
You
is
want me
Naveen
to
ji.
spotlight?
So let me
Yeah.
read out. Naveen Kumar Dingra is a fine art teacher from Kendriya Vidyalaya, BSF Fazilka, Punjab. And yes, he's a dedicated art educator and practicing artist currently working as an art teacher. He holds a master's degree in drawing and painting. He has actively participated in numerous art exhibitions at both national and state levels. His achievements include a bronze medal at the national level art exhibition in Ujjain, India, and a second prize at a national level art exhibition in Mumbai, India. In addition to national recognition, he has also taken part in several international art exhibitions through virtual platforms. He's a solo artist and has showcased his work in various parts of India, reflecting his creative vision and commitment to the field of art. So the beauty of Kamishibai storytelling has been that we are attracting not just storytellers anymore. We are also having artists who are now become performers as well, right? So welcome Naveen ji. And when you see
Thank you,
his
Shivani.
cards, you will know where all those awards came from. Okay, over to you and
Thank you.
all the best. Yes, sir.
Good evening, everyone. बहुत समय की बात है। एक जगह एक बहुत बड़ा घना जंगल था, जहाँ पे खूब जंगली जानवर, पक्षी वगैरह रहते थे। उसी जंगल में बहुत बड़ा हरा भरा पेड़ था, जहाँ पे एक बूढ़ी चिड़िया रहती थी। ये बहुत ही हेल्पफुल, बहुत ही खुशनुमा, खुश मिजाज और सबकी मदद करती थी ये चिड़िया। लेकिन जिस वृक्ष के ऊपर ये चिड़िया अपना घोंसला बनाकर रहती थी, उसी वृक्ष के नीचे बहुत सारे जानवर और पक्षी भी रहते थे। लेकिन एक समस्या ये थी कि जितने भी ये जानवर और पक्षी थे उस पेड़ के नीचे, सभी के सभी इस बूढ़ी चिड़िया को अवॉइड करते थे, इग्नोर करते थे। लेकिन ये चिड़िया कभी हार नहीं मानती थी। इसका डेली का रूटीन था, ये सुबह अपने घोंसले को छोड़ते हुए पूरे के पूरे जंगल में घूमने जाती थी। जंगल के बीचों बीच एक ऐसी जगह इसने खोज निकाली जहां पे खूब सारा पानी था, जहां पे ये पूरा दिन, होल डे, ये चिड़िया वहां एंजॉय करती थी। साथ ही खूब सारा खाना भी खाती थी। फिर शाम को, संध्या के टाइम में, वही चिड़िया वापिस अपने घोंसले के तरफ आती थी और पूरी नाइट वहीं स्टे करती थी। फिर कुछ समय बाद कुछ ऐसा हुआ उस जंगल में जहां वो चिड़िया रहती थी, वहां पे चारों तरफ अकाल आ गया। चारों तरफ सूखा छा गया। कहीं पे भी पानी की बूंद न थी। चारों तरफ हाहाकार मच गया। यह सब वह चिड़िया देख रही थी कि उसके चारों तरफ का वातावरण, चारों तरफ के पेड़ पौधे सब सूख गए हैं और उसकी पेड़ के नीचे जितने भी जानवर और पक्षी रह रहे थे, सभी भूख और प्यास से तड़फने लगे, हाहाकार मचाने लगे। तो उस चिड़िया को उन जानवरों पे थोड़ा सा तरस आया और उस बूढ़ी चिड़िया ने इनको कहा कि आप सब मेरे साथ चलिए। मुझे जंगल में एक ऐसी जगह पता है जहां पे खूब सारा आपको भोजन मिलेगा और पानी मिलेगा। लेकिन उस चिड़िया की बात किसी ने न सुनी। एक दिन बीता, 2 दिन बीते। आखिरकार जब उस बूढ़ी चिड़िया को लगा कि अब इन पशु पक्षियों की हालत बहुत ही दयनीय स्थिति में आ गई है, सभी मरणावस्था में आ गए हैं, तो एक बार उस बूढ़ी चिड़िया ने फिर उनको कहा कि आप मेरा यकीन तो कीजिए। उसने 2 लाइनें और कही। क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ जो मैं बूढ़ी हूं? क्या हुआ जो मैं बूढ़ी हूं? पंख अभी मेरे बाकी हैं। क्या हुआ जो मैं बूढ़ी हूं? पंख अभी मेरे बाकी हैं। मानो मेरा कहना, मानो मेरा कहना, चलो मेरे साथ। मानो मेरा कहना, चलो मेरे साथ। जहां मिलेगा खाना पानी, जहां मिलेगा खाना पानी। यह सब सुनकर उन्हीं पशु पक्षियों में से एक जानवर ने कहा, क्यों न हम इस चिड़िया का एक बार विश्वास तो करें, एक बार इसके साथ तो चलें। तो धीरे धीरे सभी ने उस पे यकीन करना शुरू कर दिया और सभी जानवर उस बूढ़ी चिड़िया के साथ उस पानी वाले स्थान पर पहुंच गए, जहां पर सभी जानवरों ने अपनी प्यास बुझाई, साथ ही भरपूर भोजन का आनंद उठाया। और सभी के सभी वहां पे खूब इंजॉय करने लगे। फाइनली फाइनली सबको थोड़ी सी अकल आई। उनमें से हाथी राजा ने उन सब जानवरों और पशु पक्षियों की तरफ से बूढ़ी चिड़िया को सॉरी फील किया और उसको बोला कि हमें माफ कर दीजिए जो हमने आपको बूढ़ा समझकर इग्नोर किया। और यह बात सुनकर वो बूढ़ी चिड़िया ने उनको कहा, इट्स ओके, कोई बात नहीं, अभी हम सब एक साथ इसी जंगल में, इसी वातावरण में, इसी पेड़ पौधों के नीचे रहेंगे जहां पे हमको भरपूर खाना पीना सब मिल रहा है। तो वो सभी पशु पक्षी और बूढ़ी चिड़िया एक साथ वहीं उसी जंगल में एंजॉय करने लगे और अपना जीवन यापन करने लगे। थैंक यू।
ब्यूटीफुल, ब्यूटीफुल, बहुत ही मजा आया नवीन जी, बहुत ही प्यारा आर्ट वर्क भी था। एंड व्हाट अ रिलीफ टू सी सच ब्यूटीफुल आर्ट वर्क दैट यू हैव डन, और कहानी भी बहुत ही प्यारा था। थैंक यू सो
थैंक यू।
मच।
बट एक थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम थी कि आई नो कि आप सभी इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज का मोस्टली यूज करते हैं, बट आई ट्राई टू,
No, it was so
बेसिकली मैं मदर
beautiful
टंग
to hear the
में
story in your
The
native
native
language.
language.
It
Huh.
has its own flavor
It,
and beauty to it. So I'm sure everybody understood.
everybody
That's the
understood.
beauty of
Beauty
Kamishibai,
of,
because
yes, yes.
there's pictures also to support your storytelling, right? So I'm sure everybody understood the story. And the fact that you told in your native tongue made it the flavor so much better come alive. Yeah, thank you.
थैंक यू।
Yes, I think it deserved to be told in Hindi, you know. Otherwise, that flavor would have been lost. So, Hindi was the best for this story. Thank you so much.
थैंक
Beautiful cards. Once again, from darkness towards light. And then finally, to present our final teller of the day, that is Nina Girish. She's a very familiar face to all of us here. Nina Girish, founder of Little Storytellers, is an award winning school librarian, storyteller, author, educator, story coach, awareness ambassador at the Spectrum Awareness Project, podcast creator who believes in the transformative power of storytelling. Formerly a librarian at St. Paul's School, New Delhi, she now leads dynamic storytelling sessions for educators, facilitates training programs rooted in narrative pedagogy, and hosts podcasts that explore the intersections of education and creativity. Nina has performed at leading platforms including the Kalagoda Arts Festival in Mumbai, the Kukruku Lit Fest in Bangalore 2025, sharing her love for stories with diverse audiences. She is available for collaborations and consultations as a library consultant, teacher trainer, and story coach. Over to Nina Girish.
Thank you, Seema. Thank you so much. So, yeah, we'll begin this one. Thank you, Ramya, for sending the video. I could make it. So, excuse if I do. So, Mukashi. So, let's begin the story. As we all were listening to the previous stories about animals, so this again is animal story, which will take us from light in the dark. So, first of all, this is a story that is an adapted version uh, of an animal advert by Esther Bank, and it is called "What If Christmas Went Without Love," and it's been recreated by Shraddha Nigvekar, illustrated by Vaishnavi Madhuko, and yeah, of course, it's me who's going to narrate it. The name of the story is "The Greatest Gift of All." Long, long back in an ancient forest, there were huge trees. Forest was ancient because the trees grew huge, the animals, everything. There was something unique and wise about the forest. And there, in middle of the forest, was a huge mushroom. Now, this was not an ordinary mushroom. See, look at the mushroom. It looks like, does it look like a house or something else? Ah, that was the kindergarten in the middle of the forest where you can see the blue color, the stream flowing around it. Beautiful kindergarten. And the kindergarten had so many animals who were eagerly waiting. Waiting for what? They heard that in the neighborhood there was a new family, and they were eager that the new family had a little one who will be joining them. And here, back home, the new neighborhood, there stood Spiky, the porcupine, the baby porcupine, who was looking at the mirror and eagerly thinking, ah, new school, how would my friends look like? And before going to school, he just stood in front of the mirror and thinking that, look at my spikes. Of course, they are very thorny, but I found that they're shining like anything and it's sparkling. I hope everything goes well. And now he's ready to go to school. Now, finally, when he reaches the school, he comes across some parrots, some birds sitting there. There is a baby fox, monkey, rabbit, a mouse, and there, look, a baby elephant. And as soon as he enters the class, everybody looks at him. What is this? Who is this? He looks so different. Oh, look at the spikes. Everybody is scared. And they are like, they have heard about porcupines and what happens with that quills. And Spooky is looking, why are they looking like this? Will they make me their friends? And everybody's looking at him. And some are shyly hiding and looking at him. Some are just moving away. But there, the squirrel, bushy, with the bushy tail, is smiling at Spiky. And then he tries to be friendly with Spiky. Now it's time to sit. Take your seat. And Spiky had to go to the last bench. And poor Spiky thought that he could easily cross between each bench. And while moving, he understood that he was fat to move along. He squeezed and he tried, moved, and then the elephant, baby elephant said, "Huh," monkey said, and then the rabbit took his carrot and shielded himself to protect. Now Spiky understood that his quills were poking. So now what he did, he took a long, deep breath. He took his stomach inside, he squeezed himself, and then he moved along. Now, somebody was watching what Spiky was doing. Bushy, the squirrel, she was laughing and then she was so sorry for him. Look at him. He's trying that nobody is hurt. And she was observing all these things. Meanwhile, Spiky was sad that other animals are scared of him. Nobody wants to be next to him. So he sat alone in the bench. And finally, when it was lunchtime, Bushy went to Spike and said, come on, let us be friends. And why don't we share our lunch? Spiky said, do you really want me to be your friend? You mean it? But see, everybody is hurt. So she smiles. Bushy says, it's okay. Now Bushy offers him her delicious cake. See, look what I have for you. I want to share this with you. Spiky says, my dear Bushy, I don't like sweets. Oh, really? Then he says, look, if you like, I have my sandwich. Why don't we share it? Now they share and they munch and eat. Now the Spiky is happy that he has a friend. And now it's time for games, playtime. Everybody is there in the playground. Spiky also goes. And do you know, he's an excellent football player. He is an excellent goalkeeper. And he moves this side, he moves to left, right, corner, everywhere. He protects and everybody is happy. But one goal, the ball goes and hits the quill whoosh goes the ball. Now everybody's, now how to play? Everybody's scared. Oh my God, look at the ball. It went whoosh. Now what to do? Now Spikey's sad. I spoiled the game. Now again nobody will play with me. He had a hope that they will play with him, they will talk to him after this game. But again, now he said, why? Why is this happening every time? Why is it happening with me? I don't like my quills. Why can't it go? And then everybody was like, no, we don't want to include him in the game. Something can happen. We don't want to get, hurt. And they are just moving away. Poor Spikey is in fix. You can see him sad, all alone. And others are playing now together, catching, hopping. And then Kushi comes and tells, why don't we go and play the lock and key game? He says, no, I don't want to play any lock and key game. I'll hurt somebody. And he moves away. And he moves away to the park where the baby elephant is enjoying the swings and little mouse is pushing him. La la la, they're enjoying. And Spiky goes and sits next to the other vacant swing and looks at the mouse and says, my dear, can you push? I also would like to swing. And then he goes. Now Spiky is so sad. See, here in the park, also the little mouse was not ready to push him because of his quills. Why? Why every time me? That was his question. And then one day, Spiky and Bushy understood it was time to go home now. So they boarded the bus. Everybody, as soon as they saw Spiky, moved away. Nobody was ready to sit with him. And suddenly, Bushy asked him, come, sit with me, sit with me. And Spiky was happy. They were going, everything was going fine. The bus was moving smoothly. Suddenly, there was a hurdle. And push went Spiky over to Bushy. And the poor Bushy's face was pricked by the quills. And Bushy was like, Spiky couldn't take it. He felt so sad. He said, she was all the day with me, helping me. And now, see, I have hurt. This is not done. Why me? Why me? Every time me. Why I have these quills? I don't want them. And then he went back and sat all alone. Now, months passed, weeks passed, days passed. And finally, Spiky always kept himself away from all the friends, especially from Bushy also. He didn't want to hurt anyone. And then came the end of the year, Christmas bells, Christmas trees, and oh, there, look at the snowman. Everybody was busy. They were happy that now it's Christmas time, the most enjoyable time for all. Even animals love that. And everybody was enjoying decorating their Christmas trees and all. Was Pikey was standing alone thinking, will somebody include me? Will Santa be kind enough to me? Grant me my wish that my quills don't harm anyone. I have friends. I want to be friends with everyone. Now let's see what happens. Now he's dreaming that Santa will give him a gift where his quills will be soft, no more hurting anyone. And in his dream, hooray! I will be friends with everyone. And thinking like this, one day, finally, it was time for the Christmas party. And there comes Pushy, the squirrel, with a gift. And the gift was for Spiky. And Spiky was like, gift for me? Oh, really? And then he took out the gift. And when he opened the gift, look at Spiky. What? Again, sweets? Rasgullas? Bushy knows I don't like sweets, and she's gifted me sweets. This is not fair. This is not what I asked for. But then finally something happens. Let's see what happens. Every animal around was so excited. They were like, oh my God, rasgullas! Everybody started picking one by one the rasgullas, and then they squeezed the juice out, the sugar was out, and now what they did? One by one, they picked up the rasgullas and they happily moved towards Spikey and then just popped in each rasgullas onto the quills. And it was big rasgullas, so it could easily cover his quills. And when everything was covered, look what happened. Everyone ran towards Spikey and then just gave him the biggest hug ever without any fear. And then Spikey realized what Bushy did to him. He understood that she didn't want him to eat the sweet because she knew very well that he didn't like it. But she wanted him to feel, to be loved by all without any fear. And this one friend of Spikey helped him overcome out of the dark, the light that she showed that anything can be done if you want to do it. So buddying up is something, friends are somebody who are always there throughout your life and who find out solution whenever you're in any kind of mood, whether happy, sad, low, whatever it is. And this is what Bushy, the little squirrel, did with Spikey. Spikey was the happiest of all because that was the greatest gift that everybody gave him. And he was welcomed in the group. So, this is another story about being together and bringing light in the dark. Thank you so much.
Yay, beautiful. Loved it, Nina. Oh, I'm on mute. Okay. I just love the story, love the way you narrated it with all your expressions and such an adorable story. And today, somehow, animals and birds seems to be the theme. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It was not planned, but I think we started with the Jadoo forest and the Jadoo continued. So, yes, so I'll just add everyone, I'll spotlight everyone, and yes, we'll open the Dipali, I'll spotlight you. Yes. So, anyone has anything to say, feedback, please feel free.
I'm sure everybody loved the stories, and in between in the chat there was comments coming in. We did not want to break the flow, so we went one story to the other. So anybody wants to say something to our lovely storytellers, please feel free to share.
Yes, and most of them, and I think other than Nina, I guess we're telling it for the first time online, isn't it? So they made their debut today. Yes. Yes. Anyone wanting to share some feedback?
I think Preeti had raised her.
Is it Preeti?
Yeah.
Preeti? Okay,
Yes,
Preeti.
ma'am.
Yes, Preeti.
Amazing session and great learning and very nice and beautiful depiction of story cards, ma'am. Great effort, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And me too, I'm an artist, so I'm looking forward to make many like this.
Thank
Yes,
you,
that's where we
Preeti.
get inspired, isn't it? Every month when we do this, we get ideas, we want to create more. Yes.
So
I made
Shaila
it
has
once
something.
for Sunili ji, but for the she had a session last month, so
Yes,
I
yes.
made her story cards. So,
Ah,
so
Oh,
next
the
time I will
elephant
be,
and it falls
yeah,
down.
I all painted that.
Oh,
So,
lovely.
so I'll do once with you once upon a time.
Lovely. I think we are getting a lot of artists now.
yeah, Naveen sir had made
We
it
are
for
creating
us.
artists into
Yeah.
storytellers. Fabulous, fabulous. Yes, I think someone else wanted to talk.
Yeah.
Shaila.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Ah, Shaila.
Yeah.
Have you
Uh,
changed away the guess?
Congratulations to all the four tellers, Malini, Dipali, Naveen, and Nina. You know, I find Kamishipai online very, very challenging.
And I think the four of them have done a superb job. And again, to see that how, without talking to each other, the team fell together. It is so beautiful, each one. I mean, I cannot say who is good, who is better, nothing like that. Because each one, it was so challenging. The drawings were beautiful, the cards, colorful and really, really nice. And of course, Naveen being the artist, he
Thank you,
takes the
ma'am.
cake with the bakery. Congratulations once more.
Thank you.
Wonderful
you.
storytelling from everyone. I enjoyed the whole session. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Taylor. Would the artists, I mean, the storytellers, have anything to share? Their experience creating the cards? Of course, today it's such a given that we are all going to AI generated cards, but yeah, it has its own pluses and minuses, right? So, would the artists want to just share something about your experience, your journey? Yes, go ahead, Malini. We'll go in
Yes,
the same
Sunil ji,
order.
we'll come to you. We'll just finish with Malini ji and then we'll come to you.
Uh,
You're muted.
Malini ji, you're
Malini,
muted, muted.
unmute.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. It was quite an eye opener to be part of this storytelling session. What I wanted to share from my experience is how the feedback from the two of you actually helped me align the storytelling and the cards better. Because when I made the cards, I used little cutout pictures and some drawings, and I did something which I thought tells the story well. And then after the feedback from both of you, I realized that it's not just me telling the story, it is also fitting into a format of storytelling. So that was quite an eye opener, and I was on a bit of a panic mode because I didn't have enough time to regenerate the cards, but I just managed to do it because Ramya, thank you very much for that confidence booster which you gave me, and I went ahead and regenerated. Another challenge that I faced is when I regenerated the cards, I went to a printing shop and I asked them to print it, and they asked me, do I want it on photo paper? So I thought that was a good idea because it's easy to slide in and out. What I did not, and I said A3, what I did not realize is that the photo paper was about 1.5 inches bigger than the A3 size paper. And at around 6:45, I realized that it's not going into the boutai or moving smoothly. So then I sat down. I got my husband also to come in and cut them out from, look at each card and see what I can shave off without losing the impact on the story, and put it back. And that's how this got done. And since I'm not a good artist for drawing, I designed it on using ChatGPT, and then I got my son to use some I don't know, some more refined software that he uses for his work, and then reprint them, redesign them on it for me with my themes. So he did that, and then I got it printed in a shop. So that was my
Beautiful.
journey.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you for
have some
sharing. It's
feedback
inspiring.
also. These were the challenges that I faced. Some feedback is one, the Hindi story was very nicely narrated, and I think it was a very good idea. Also, what I liked about the storytelling was the way his cards moved. I think that's having the artist's eye. His cards actually moved well. And all of them had beautiful stories about animals, which I really liked. And it's so good and so fascinating at any age to have fairy tales or animal tales to listen to. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Malini. And that was inspiring for you to share your journey and what all went
And
behind
we
the scenes.
realized earlier also someone had taken a print. It came in the last minute and they had taken it vertical by mistake.
Oh, God.
You know, it had happened previously, and that is, there's no way of fitting it in at all. So this is how we learn. Yes, anyone else? I
Naveen
think
wanted
Sunil
to say.
ji
I think
wanted to
everybody
talk.
wanted to say.
Wants
रम्या
to.
दीदी, शीला
हाँ,
दीदी,
हाँ,
रिक्वेस्ट है मुझे पहले एक चांस। मैं अभी मार्केट आया हुआ हूँ,
हम्म,
तो मैंने 2 स्टोरीज मार्केट के अंदर ही सुनी है। मालिनी दीदी, दीपाली दीदी, नीना दीदी, नवीन सर, सैल्यूट। कमाल की स्टोरीज, निभाई भी बढ़िया। और मैं बीइंग टीचर, क्योंकि मैं प्राइमरी टीचर हूँ, तो मुझे ये सभी स्टोरीज ऐसी लग रही थी मैं मेरे स्कूल में अप्लाई कर सकता हूँ, क्योंकि ये बिल्कुल चाइल्ड सेंटर्ड है सभी स्टोरीज
Yes.
और नेचर से जुड़ी हुई है। कहीं कहीं केक भी आ रहा था, तब मुंह में पानी भी आ रहा था, अच्छा लग रहा था। और सभी स्टोरीज, सभी को कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस। और बहुत कुछ सीखा है मैंने आज, कुछ और नई चीजें भी सीखी हैं। थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग माय टीचर्स टुडे, ऑल ऑफ यू। एंड नवीन सर, कमाल, धमाल। हम ड्रामा जब खेलते हैं, और एक चीज होती है कि अगर कोई म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर है, किसी की फील्ड म्यूजिक है, अगर वो ड्रामा भी डायरेक्ट करता है, तब उनके प्लेज, उनके ड्रामास के अंदर म्यूजिक सुनने लायक होता है, सॉन्ग सुनने लायक होते हैं, क्योंकि उनकी फील्ड होती है डिफरेंट। और कामिशी भाई वैसे भी रंगों की खेल है, और नवीन सर से बेहतर इस टीम के अंदर जो हमारा ग्रुप है, इसमें आई थिंक इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट। और नवीन सर, मजा आ गया,
थैंक यू।
और कमाल, और मजा आ गया। बस ये कार्ड्स मैं एक बार जरूर लेके जाऊंगा आपसे, मेरे स्कूल में बच्चों
श्योर
को स्टोरी सुनाऊंगा।
सर।
और मैम, रम्या दीदी, मैं भी नवीन सर के फ्रेम में कहीं ना कहीं प्रेजेंट हूँ, बुटाई के
बिल्कुल।
फॉर्म में। चलो नवीन सर, बहुत अच्छा, सभी स्टोरीज,
Thank
कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस।
you.
थैंक
Thank
यू
you,
सर।
Sunil.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Yes.
सीमा मैम है ना?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Naveen sir wanted to
Hmm.
speak. Yes, please.
हाँ, फर्स्टली मैं थैंक्स करना चाहूंगा। स्पेशली पहले मैं सुनील सर का ही करूंगा, क्योंकि उन्होंने बिफोर 3 मंथ्स बिफोर उन्होंने मेरे को आप लोगों के प्लेटफॉर्म से इंट्रोड्यूस करवाया। नो डाउट उनकी एक स्टोरी थी, उनकी एक थीम थी, जिसके ऊपर हम दोनों ने बैठ के वर्क किया, एंड बहुत ही नाइसली उन्होंने अपनी स्टोरी को प्रेजेंट किया। देन वहीं से मेरे को मोटिवेशन मिला कि आई नो कि हाउ टू मेक अ पिक्चर्स। देन व्हाई शुड आई not to try to online to speak with the cards, है ना, कि स्टोरी में भी बोलने का प्रयास करूं। तो नो डाउट कि मुझे सुनील सर ने इस चीज के लिए मुझे जरूर मोटिवेट किया। एंड कंटिन्यू मैं आप लोगों की मीटिंग्स, ये जो मंथली स्टोरी टेलिंग वाली है, मैं कंटिन्यू अटेंड कर रहा हूँ। और नो डाउट कि बोथ ऑफ यू, राम्या मैम एंड सीमा मैम, कि आपका जो मोटिवेशन रहता है इवन सभी पार्टिसिपेशन के लिए, तो रियली वेरी नाइस एंड थैंक यू सो मच कि आप लोगों ने मुझे इसका एक हिस्सा बनाया और मुझे प्रेजेंट करने का मौका दिया। क्योंकि स्कूल लेवल पे तो नो डाउट कि हम बच्चों को जरूर इन चीजों के बारे में बताते हैं, है ना। बीइंग ए आर्ट टीचर, मैं अपनी आर्ट फॉर्म के थ्रू भी बच्चों को स्टोरीज के बारे में बताता हूँ। नो डाउट कि फर्स्ट टाइम मैं प्लेटफॉर्म, ये ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म के थ्रू मैंने मेरी स्टोरी प्रेजेंट की है। एंड आई विश कि इन फ्यूचर अगेन मच बेटर मैं कुछ और अच्छा प्रेजेंट कर सकूं। एंड एक चीज और कहना चाहूंगा कि आपके प्लेटफॉर्म के थ्रू ही मुझे फर्स्ट मेरा इंटरनेशनल ऑर्डर भी मिला इसका स्टोरी के लिए ही। तो लास्ट मंथ मैंने एक स्टोरी कार्ड्स लंदन के लिए मैंने बना के भेजे थे, आपके ग्रुप से ही कोई मैम थे। सो उन्होंने मेरे को अप्रोच किया थ्रू सुनील सर। देन अच्छे से पे भी किया उन्होंने।
तो
और
बैंगलोर से भी हम अप्रोच करेंगे, रम्या और हम।
श्योर मैम, श्योर
For
मैम।
IK
एंड
itself, we can actually, we always are looking for artists and story cards to be made. So definitely, I'm sure Ramya will
एंड
call you.
एंड अगेन जब उन्होंने
Definitely.
ऑर्डर रिसीव किया, शी रियली वेरी हैप्पी। एंड अगेन उन्होंने मेरे को अभी 2 ऑर्डर और दे दिए कि सर कि आप दीपावली तक आप ट्राई कीजिए कि ये दोनों और आप स्टोरीज का आप कार्ड्स बना के भेजिएगा। मेरा श्योर, व्हाई नॉट मैम, कोई इशू नहीं है। बट आई
Preeti,
रियली
are you
थैंक
listening?
यू आई के।
Preeti, are you listening? He's getting international orders. Huh?
Yes, yes. Wow. Very inspiring, Naveen ji. Please keep me in
थैंक
loop.
यू।
I am also an artist.
बिल्कुल। श्योर
चाहे small
श्योर
scale हो
श्योर
जैसे
श्योर
भी।
श्योर।
Thank you, thank you, thank
Thank
And
you
you.
so
थैंक यू
also
much.
वेरी
to
मच आई के।
Thank you, Naveen. Thank you so
also
much.
to
Thank you,
Ramin ma'am,
Naveen ji.
whenever you need my help, I'm there.
Sure, sure, Preeti.
Sure,
We'll
sure,
get in
sure.
touch with you. We'll quickly hear from Deepali and Nina. I think we're little past our time. We don't want to keep the audience waiting. So we'll
Yes,
quickly
yes,
hear from Deepali and Nina.
yes, Dipal.
Deepali, yes.
Yeah.
I would not want to take much time. Thank you so much, Ramya and Seema, and all the beautiful team of IKA here. Uh, we get to hear better stories every time. Of course, this was my first time online, and I would definitely sincerely thank Ramya and Seema for their support, and due to which today I made it happen. I always believes everything happens for a reason. So, as Seema mentioned during my introduction, that I have made this butai on my own. So when this butai is the box of my laptop, which I'm using right now. So I had just
Great.
kept this box. I don't know why. I thought I'll just keep it. I didn't know anything K about Kamishi by then. So I just kept it. So then suddenly I came across this, and I also came across, I mean, when I attended the basic Kamishi by storytelling by Ramya and Seema. So there I came to know that yes, I can make it. I can do this, and I. There were, of course, quite many challenges because I am a very, very bad artist, you can say. So, but I tried my best, and today I am so happy that this box has finally found its purpose. And through this, I could narrate a beautiful story which is very close to my heart. And I'm really thankful to God and all here. Thank you so much.
If you
Thank
made the
you.
butai, you cannot call yourself a bad artist.
Yeah, very
You
true.
are an artist.
You are a very
Different
great
kind of
artist.
artist. That's all.
Thank you, Dipali. That was an inspiring journey that you've shared. Thank you so much. Yes, Nina.
Yes, Nina.
Yes. First of all, well done all of you, because all three, it was a first but never looked like first. Awesome, amazing. Each card, Mani ma'am, Deepali ma'am, and sir, you made a beautiful card. And looking at that, feel like, sir, आगे हमारे लिए भी card बना देना. So it was amazing. And for me, as we started our session before the final finale, it was like which story to choose. But coincidentally, all animal stories came together. And yeah, even I thought of doing something else, but that didn't work. This was something that was there. And remember the second time when we were going through the run through, I think freshly I got the card and it was difficult to move on. And today I was like, whether it will move or not, but it did. And I'm thoroughly enjoying this. And mostly I'm using Kamishibai storytelling when I go to a school, because children are connecting with this and visualizing. They want to make cards, they want to learn this art. So thank you, Ramya, Seema. It is just, every day something new we are getting to learn. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nina. It was a pleasure, and thank you for sharing your journey as well. I think Ramya wants to say something. No, not me. Yes, Ramya.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Today,
Good
this is
evening.
the first time I have experienced the Kamishibai style storytelling. It's all because of the status uploaded by Miss Ramya Srinidhi. So I'm so thankful to you, Miss Ramya Srinidhi. By seeing that, I realized morning I have registered for one more event on the occasion of International Storytelling Day. I missed that. I didn't get any notification. I missed that. By seeing the status in the evening, somehow I feel I'm very fortunate to meet you all today. And it's a wonderful presentation, wonderful stories by all of you. And I especially like the artwork of everyone. And yeah, wish one day, if time permits, I would like to learn this Kamishibai style of telling stories. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ramya. We do keep having workshops. Just
2 days
yesterday we
ago.
had, yeah, 2 days ago we had the level one of Kamishibai workshop. We'll be having the advanced next month where we'll be exploring Gond art. So, yes, stay connected. We'll add you to the main IK group. So, anybody interested, do drop a message to us. If you're not already in the group, please join the IK group. You'll only get information and journey about Kamishibai and everybody's work that's going on here. So thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining this evening, encouraging all our storytellers, because it's so wonderful when the audience come in, and we are so happy to present to all of you. So much gratitude. Thank you to everybody who have joined here this evening to listen to stories. Good evening and bye bye.
Bye.